Hi, everybody. I am so sorry I'm late. I have people coming and going and whatnot, so I apologize that I am late. I need to have time to put some freaking something on my face or something. Hold up, y'all. Give me 1 second, y'all, because literally, welcome everybody. Give me 1 sec, y'all. I cannot. I got my coffee and then I got interrupted a couple times. So I said, well, damn, I have arrived. I apologize. I'm really late and I had to push back. And I hate that. But I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. And the hair is a mess. Great gig in the sky. Thank you for becoming a member. Shout out to you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My goodness. Everybody come through. Let those notifications go out. I'm sure that I don't know if people got notified or not. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Gordon, how are you? We haven't even started yet, and I did hit the like button, just saying. Thank you, Gordon. I appreciate it. Appreciate you for doing that. Guy on a horse must be Joshua. Lord have mercy. We got to talk. We got to talk. Yes, I got my coffee here, and I feel like I got to take a couple sips for this one. Too much going on, you guys. Too much going on. Now, hold up. Let me do a little poll here in this chat. Welcome, everybody. Thank you guys for being here. Sammy J, random videos. Welcome. Shout out to you. Hold up, y'all. Let's get started. Let's get going. Here we go. Who should we start with? Should we, because we have a interesting lineup. Should we start with let's see. Let's do Kanye and Diddy is on our poll. Hold up, my friends. Sudiksha Konanki update. This case is just like, wow. I'm a little interested to see just a little bit of a turn that it's taken. P2 is the name. And then we have Tony Buzbee with his horse and his shorts. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. All right, hold up, y'all. Let's see. Who do we have here? Shout out to everybody in the chat, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, guys. Iron Rabbit, I haven't seen you in a minute. How are you? I was like, did Iron Rabbit leave us? I hope you're doing well, Iron Rabbit. I was thinking about you the other day. Who's the lady in the picture of? Oh, Hilaria Baldwin. That's Alec Baldwin's wife. She's getting dragged on the internet by a lot of people, including Perez Hilton, because of her, I guess for the longest time, she was trying to portray that she's Latina, and then it turns out she really isn't. And so she got dragged. She got dragged for trying to simulate to other cultures. It is hilarious. It is hilarious. Dealing with real life. Oh, well, listen, Iron Rabbit, I miss you too. I hope you're doing well. I was thinking about you. I said, I hope Iron Rabbit is doing well. Yeah, she was pretending she spoke Spanish. Let me see if I can pull. Hopefully Perez Hilton doesn't strike our channel, but he was dragging her and I loved it. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about, okay? So they have a reality TV show. Hilaria. I'm like, Hilaria. Okay, hold up.
What's the term for a liar who believes their own lies? Pathological? Compulsive. Hillary from Boston. Hello, my friend. Perez Hilton here, the queen of all media, the original influencer, and if you haven't been paying attention, formerly respected actor Alec Baldwin is now a reality TV star. He and his wife, Hilaria, have a show on TLC, The Baldwins. And on the most recent episode, the former yoga instructor who passed herself off for years as being from Spain, but later was discovered as being a liar, brought up the whole controversy. Hillary from Boston was born and raised in Massachusetts. Her name is Hillary Hayward Thomas, and she never lived in Spain full-time, ever. And if you are not familiar, I am a first-generation Cuban American. Both of my parents were born and raised in Cuba. Yo no aprendí a hablar inglés hasta que fui al colegio. Y todavía, hasta hoy, solamente le hablo a mi madre en español.
Wow.
Y a mis hijos también en la casa, solamente español.
See, I said don't mess with Perez Hilton. Oh my gosh, Iron Rabbit, my great granddaughter stopped chemotherapy, not working anymore. I'm sorry, Iron Rabbit. I'm sorry. Dropping some hearts for you. You keep your head up, okay? I'm so sorry that happened and that is happening currently. Keep your head up, Iron Rabbit. If you need anything, please reach out. Thinking of you. Thank you. Come get this commentary. My goodness, Kiva, has it really been 32 months? Is that like, how many years is that now? I know it's over 2 years. Kiva, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you. Thank you. Day one, Kiva. Thank you. Yeah, Iron Rabbit, I'm so sorry. Y'all drop some hearts for Iron Rabbit. I'm glad you stopped by. Hey, Mar. I don't know if I said hello. Thank you, Katie. Appreciate you. Let's keep going, but Iron Rabbit, reach out to me if you need anything, okay? Thank you. And I'm glad you're here, by the way.
Y a mis hijos también en la casa, solamente español. And despite the fact that I only spoke Spanish growing up, this is my accent. Nowhere near hers. And I know how to say cucumber in English. The culture vulture feels very misunderstood and wants us to see her for who she is. A mentirosa. Liar.
A liar.
Alex's wife, Hillary, says, quote, growing up in a way where you have multiple cultural influences on you means that you're never going to be able to fit in. You can try. You can chameleon. You know, people who code switch, we're very good at chameleoning. And you don't even think. You're not even thinking about it. It's just normal. It's just natural.
But you're not, like, how do you chameleon and code switch? I can code switch because I'm, Mexican, right? Like, I'm Mexican American. But how do you code switch? How do you know a code that doesn't even, you weren't born into that code? That doesn't make sense.
Just psychotic, Hillary. For example, I have a deep appreciation for all things British. I am an Anglophile. I am a royal watcher. I love everything UK. But I'm not here speaking with a posh, that's horrible. I'm not here speaking, well, God, I can't do it. I'm not here speaking with a posh accent, pretending that I'm culturally British. I'm not. And you're not Spanish. And she was not culturally Spanish in any way. Her rich, white, American family visited Spain while she was growing up. They visited a few times. Her parents eventually moved there when she was an adult.
Wow.
That's very different than growing up multicultural.
Very different than growing up multicultural, right? Like, you could go study abroad, right? That doesn't mean that it means that you're embracing and studying the culture, right? It doesn't mean that you are now like them, that doesn't work that way. There's no way.
Like I did. That's why I love Thanksgiving, because I grew up eating arroz con frijoles y picadillo and Cuban food every single day. But come Thanksgiving, I know I'm going to have my turkey and mashed potatoes and gravy and macaroni and cheese and all of the everything. However, we would also have a lechon asado in addition to the turkey.
Yep.
Did any other Latino out there growing up have an entire roast pig for Thanksgiving? That's multicultural. What she's doing is what Tom Hanks's son did. Remember Chet Hanks?
Wait, what did Tom Hanks' son do?
He was cosplaying being from the islands, man. Right? Irie.
What?
She didn't even study abroad. Her brother did, not her. Plus, people that went to high school with Hillary in Boston, Massachusetts, have said she never had this accent back then, when she was growing up. And now she's comparing it all to talking to an elderly person.
Paige, I'm telling you, I stopped her. She's gonna lose that accent and that code switching very quickly. Let me She'll be like, oh no, I'm not one of them. No. I love that.
On the Baldwin's show, she says, they say that it's like communication. If you ever talk to a really old person who cannot hear, and I'm going to emphasize, I'm going to speak slower, and you're not even really thinking about it. You just start to do it. You know what it's called? Code switching. Can somebody please educate her on what code switching is? Code switching is not like talking to an elderly person because you want to be calmer or you don't want to be too loud or whatever your silly reasoning is. Code switching is when I talk to some friends from Miami, not even my family, because my family is all in Espanol, but with friends, I'll be like, oh my God, I miss you so much. ¿Cómo estás? I love you. Cuídate. Back in the day, we used to just call that Spanglish, but now it's code switching.
Yeah.
And Hillary says, I had to learn about it because the whole world was mean to me. And so I had to learn. It's code switching.
No, it doesn't
apply. Code switching is like, do you know that famous social media personality, Michaela Noguera? She's from Boston.
Oh, yes. There you go. Hold up. This is a good one.
As well. And she talks with a very thick Boston accent. How about them apples? But if she wants to, Michaela Noguera can speak like I am right now, with a very generic American accent. Mm-hmm. That is code switching. People do that when they don't want to be standing out, when they want to blend in. And sometimes it becomes a habit. You know, like if you move away from where you're from and you go back to where you were raised and your family and friends are from childhood, you slip back into that way of speaking. But she was born and raised in Boston, Massachusetts. Oh my Cucumbers God. Are not some foreign vegetable to her. Hilaria, who gave all of her...
You said cucumbers. This is what, Brandon, is that what you're saying, the cucumbers part? Oh my God. This is so interesting. I mean, I didn't know how deep it was. I knew that her name was Hillary and that she went by Hilaria, right? Like, but I'm like, is she really? Because I thought she was. I guess she's not. I don't know. Iron Rabbit, thank you for being a member for 13 months. And shout out to Iron Rabbit. Y'all make sure you drop some hearts for Iron Rabbit. Thank you. We miss you. And I'm glad you're here today. And again, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. If you've been blessed by Iron Rabbit or anybody else in the community, put some hearts in the chat. Thank you, Iron Rabbit. And hold up. Mars says, Spanglish, code switching now? When this happened? I'm so behind. Exactly. Like, my God. Thank you for the $4.99, Mar. I don't know. Like, literally. Listen. But do you think that's why Alec, like, got with her? Because he thought maybe she was Spanish? Like, I don't know.
Children Spanish names is doing the opposite of code switching. Mm-hmm. She wants to stand out because it makes this basic Boston babe special. Instead of being Hillary Hayward Thomas, she's Hilaria. And she loves it because she loves the attention. And now she's getting so much of it on a reality TV show. But she's still sadsies that everybody was mean to her. Hillary told the camera, quote, being in the spotlight, as people like to call it. People say, oh, don't you get used to it? No, you don't get used to it. I get used to it. I'm used to it. Mm. You never get used to people being mean. I'm used to it. But you take a deep breath, and I think you learn to distance yourself from it. And so, you just try turning down the volume in my head a bit, and I'm not going to take it personally. She's so daft. That's a good British word. Daft. Americans don't really say daft. She's a grifter, and that's what people are calling her out for.
Yep.
And what people are doing is actually defending the real multicultural code switchers, not this faker. And frankly, I love negative comments. Sincerely. Here's why. Because when people say something mean to me, it's only helping. More engagement, more views, more attention. I have that in common with her too. I love attention. I love to boogie. When to go. All right, y'all. This ended up being a bit of a thesis. Y me encanta. Y te quiero mucho. And I want to know your thoughts on all of this. micro or macro. Let us have a civil conversation in the comment section. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your support. Let's get to talking.
Wow, I love it. He is the original blogger. I'm sorry. Perez Hilton is the original. He's been doing this a lot longer, right? And now he's like on YouTube, which is pretty cool. Hilaria is hilarious, says the duck. Thank you so much, love, for the super sticker, super chat. Let me give a heart on it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, let me give a heart on Mar Lugo. Listen, I'm glad she's getting called out. Honestly, I am so here for the call out. I support him on this. Yes, I do, Cheeks. Thank you, my love, again. Amy said, "Oh, well, thank you. You know what? It's coming about, but it still needs a little bit more darker. Like I need to go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's or whatever and buy a little bit of a darker marker so I can outline this right here because y'all can't see the bunny's ear. I have to be able to kind of highlight that a little bit more. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Butterflies are free. Shout out to you. Literally a classic. But I love that he said what he said, right? Because it's like I said, you can embrace somebody's culture. Guys, my husband is Polynesian. That doesn't make me like, my kids are half and half, right? I got a Mexican and Samoan, right? I can embrace the culture. I can, dress up and do the traditional things in order to support the husband, right? And because I'm like legally married to that, of course, that's what you do. But suddenly I don't become this. Like, and the thing is the way I was raised, and I know some of y'all Latinos can agree to this. Maybe you have or haven't done this, but I know for me, it's like you keep your last name and then you take, your husband or your husband's name, right? For the women, right? So for me, it's like I'll never forget where I come from or who I am and stuff like that. But I can embrace other cultures and stuff like that. Exactly. My godmother is Thai and I love her culture. I love the culture, right? You said this is a mess cosplay, but it's the fact that she called herself out. You know what I mean? Like literally. So is code switching different from being bilingual? I would say so because you can be bilingual and not code switch. I think code switch is a behavior specifically, right? Like I will say that I think it comes with an environment and there's an intentional thing that goes behind code switching. It's not what she's describing it. She's describing it as when you're growing up in multiple cultures, you just, you acclimate and you do no. Like code switching, and I could be wrong, but my understanding is that there's an intentional behavior behind code switching. It's almost like you're doing it to kind of assimilate to what's happening. And so for me being Latina and I speak Spanish fluently, right? What does that look like? Being bilingual is you're just bilingual, but code switching is a little bit different. When I was married, I took my husband's last name and hyphenated my maiden name. Yeah, you take your husband's last name, but you hyphenate, right? So that's what you have to do is you got to hyphenate your name because you don't forget your culture, and if you drop your maiden name, it's like you're leaving that behind. But for me, it's like I can't leave that behind. I'm Mexican. I can't forget that I'm Mexican. My husband is Mexican, but I'm still how I am. Shout out to you, Unicorn Hustler. I like your name. Hey y'all, and I'm in Memphis. What's up, man? Shout out to Vicky. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Let me see what else you guys are saying. I watched this last night and was laughing so freaking hard. Isn't it funny? Because I love how he did that. And then he's like, but it's true when he talked about Thanksgiving. Thank you. Oh, look at I love that Vicky put the definition. Code switching refers to a practice of shifting between different languages and dialects or linguistic styles within a single conversation or situation, often to fix social context. Right there, that social context part I think is important because you're intentionally doing that behavior. Whereas if you're bilingual, it's just something that comes, right? If I'm in my house, right, I speak a lot of Spanish. We're fluent. That's where I'm going to speak. There's no code switching. It's just what it is. But it's, if you're in social situations and you're code switching, you're trying to fit into a social context. And I think that's what makes it a little bit different. But yeah, that's my thought on that. What's the word for someone who ignores their culture? LOL. My daughter speaks Greek, French, and English and identifies as white English. I don't know. I don't know what the word is. But I can't even like the fact that she went as far as to call herself Hilaria when it's just Hillary. Girl, your name is Hillary, not Hilaria. No Hilaria. Te llamas Hillary. Okay? That's your name. There's no code switching. Your name is Hillary. And I get it. Like you're speaking Spanish to your kids. Yeah, in front of a camera while you're doing reality TV. I call that bullshit. Okay? Just saying. Like, her name is not Hilaria, it's Hillary. All right? Is it Hillary Thompson? It's bullshit. She's not. I'm sorry. You don't have a card. You're not accepted. It doesn't work. Doesn't work. Hilarious is more. Hillary's being hilarious. Shout out to y'all. All right, guys, we got to get right to it topics because we have so much to get into. Let's get to one of the. I think we'll kind of go. Let me see where the poll is at because I did do a poll. Shout out to everybody, guys. Thank you so much for hitting that like button. Y'all are amazing. Let's see. Should we start with Kanye's and Diddy's recording? Tony Busby riding a horse with short shorts. To me is the name. Excuse me. P2 is the name. Like read that wrong. P2 is the name. Let's start with P2 is the name because it's a little bit. I see the less kind of votes. It's kind of where everybody's at, and it's shorter news. So yesterday, my friends, we got to get into this because this news is just like, first of all, it is kind of sad. But we got to get into it. So YouTuber P2 is the name, death, no foul play suspected, toxicology test pending. All right, so the death of popular YouTuber P2 is the name is still puzzling investigators, but we're told cops do not suspect foul play. So remember when I think the Los Angeles website said that he died like in a mail room, and there's a lot of videos out there where he's actually like in mail rooms and he's loading up things, and he was typically like with somebody filming and whatnot. I think they're saying that he was found in this mailroom and he might have just died of natural causes, which is just like the saddest thing because, he's young, 26 years old, guys, successful, young YouTuber, very much like he had this like, watching his videos, he had this like, love of God that I just loved about him because he was always like, thank God. And also you could tell that he was very close and very much aligned with his faith. And I appreciate that about him. So it says our law enforcement sources provide new details about the circumstances surrounding his death. We're told Philip, better known by his YouTube name, collapsed on the ground in front of the mailboxes at his LA apartment building Friday afternoon. Our sources say that the property manager discovered P2 is the name and phoned 911, prompting police and paramedics to respond. We're told paramedics perform life-saving measures on P2 as a name, but they ultimately couldn't revive him, and he was pronounced dead at the scene. We're told that there were no immediate signs of drug or alcohol, and as for now, his death is being treated as natural causes. Like, wow. Our sources say that the LA County coroner has conducted an autopsy and is awaiting toxicology results. As you know, P2 is the name rose to prominence after posting NBA 2K and Fortnite gaming videos before moving to more general video game content. He posts a lot of let's play, walkthroughs, and popular video games and went on to start his own clothing line. So very much 26, guys, young. I cannot, like, oh my goodness, So I wanted to kind of get through that. I think that was announced yesterday, but I, missed the news. So I wanted to bring that on so we could talk about it. Hold up. Now let me catch up to the chat, see what you guys have to say. Oh, Tinkle Tits, thank you so much for the $19.99. I appreciate you. I think I missed it. Thank you, my love. Shout out to Tinkle Tits. Y'all, thank you. Hold up now. Let me see if I can. I'm trying to I have that poll there. Thank you, Tinkle Tinkle. I appreciate it. And then I have Mars says, I'm guilty of thinking everyone understands Spanish and in code switch with everybody. My husband has to remind me to switch it to from English. That does happen to me a lot. I say some words in Spanish thinking that they sound better in Spanish than English. I get that all the time. Thank you, Mar, for the $4.99. Cheekies, thank you for the 5, my love. Shout out to Cheekies. Thank you. Shout out to everybody that's coming through. Okay. I'm wondering, Mar, like his death, heart issues, what exactly was going on. I mean, it's natural causes. So I hopefully we'll get more information, but our condolences, of course, to his family, and everything. I know my mind went to like somewhere else because that's what happens. I don't know, man. Younger than my sons. Yeah, so he didn't get something malicious in the mail. That's what they're saying, you know? So hopefully that's not the case. I mean, but they're still investigating, of course. Thank you. Blessings to his family. Terrible loss at such a young age. Absolutely. 26, guys. 26, young, successful. Um, we don't even know. They said natural causes, so we'll find out. That's awfully young to be having heart issues unless it was something something. Oh, so hopefully we'll get more information and they'll release more, but it's just sad, you know, because he's very young. I wanted to kind of bring that to light, but we're gonna move on to the next topic. My son's bestie was only 27 and passed away in his sleep. I know that. See, when it's like people passing away in their sleeps, or it's just like all of a sudden, you know, hopefully they'll investigate a little bit more. But that's what it sounds like happened. Okay, we are going to move on to, I guess, another piece of news. You guys know we've been following Sudiksha Konanki's news about the missing young girl in the DR. Guys, so parents of the missing Pitt student, Sudiksha Konanki, asked Dominican Republic police to declare her dead. She's been missing for 2 weeks. Where do you guys land with that? Her being declared dead. Where does everybody land with this information? What do you guys make of it? Let's go ahead and watch a little bit of what's been reported by News Nation currently with this. But I'm going to tell you, I'm a little like, really? A little surprised that 2 weeks in, we don't have a body, but they want her declared dead.
The family of a missing college student is reportedly asking authorities to declare her dead. That's according to media in the Dominican Republic. 20-year-old Sudiksha Konanki disappeared nearly 2 weeks ago while on a spring break trip to the Dominican Republic with a group of friends. Authorities still trying to piece together a timeline of her whereabouts and any new clues as to what may have happened to her. Joining me now, I have trial attorney and legal analyst Misty Maris. Misty, it's always good to have you. Not a whole lot of clarity in this case. I mean, it's been this slow drip of just incremental updates. What are you making of these reports that Konanki's parents want her declared dead?
Yeah, it seems that her parents are now at the point where they want some closure. And even though a body has not been found, which would obviously give some clarity, it's the most critical piece of evidence in any case, right? It can tell you the means and the manner and the timing of a death. And even though that has not happened yet, nobody has been found. It sounds as though her parents want to move on, perhaps get some closure, and are accepting, according to the reporting, the story of the last person to see her alive, who is currently in the Dominican Republic with his passport seized. So at this point, it seems that that call, which previously, just a day ago, the parents were saying, don't think this is just a drowning. There could be something more to this case, but perhaps they're keen to more evidence that has not been made publicly available that's led them to the conclusion that this is something they need to put behind them and move on from a horrible tragedy.
And so maybe that's the thing, is that there might be information that has not been made public that they have decided to say, we're going to go ahead and move forward for her to be pronounced dead. What do you guys make of that? That's what I was thinking too, Vicky. Like, remember, she is Indian and her faith may come into play as to why they're ready for for this to be over. I was thinking the same thing too, speaking of kind of different cultures and stuff like that. This could very well be the case that they maybe want to kind of move on. And culturally, people grieve a little bit different. I don't necessarily think it's strange per se. I think that there might be other influences like culture or maybe other news that they have that would make them want to move this way. So I definitely feel like there might be more to this. And with that being said, it's, you know, I think it's cultural. I definitely do. Keep in mind that it was less than a week ago that the family, specifically, they're out there, they're trying to be a, support and search and stuff like that. But I can understand that piece of like maybe there's a cultural component. Absolutely, Aduko. Everybody grieves a little bit different. And maybe there is an acceptance, maybe there's like a spirituality piece here that we don't understand. And I think we have to kind of respect that too. You know what I mean? Like, I agree. Everyone grieves a little bit different. Sorry, y'all. I don't know if y'all can hear this, but I'm like fidgeting with this little toy here. I got a little toy while I'm live and I'm fidgeting, y'all. Natalie Holloway was not declared dead for 6 years after her disappearance. Well, like I said, only Angie, maybe it's like a bit of there being a cultural situation happening here. Or it could be that they have other information that has not been released to the public, which could very well be the case as well.
And would declaring her dead change the game in any other way? Like, would that afford the family new legal avenues or new investigative routes that they don't currently have?
Well, the family could still potentially pursue something in the civil sphere with respect to the failure of the hotel to have security measures that are sufficient to protect people against going into the ocean late at night, something to that effect. That there were no cameras. We have a big divide from where she's last seen on camera as when she's down at the beach. That's the area where we don't really know what happened because there is no video footage. Those avenues exist regardless. But really, what would happen in that particular case, if it were to be she's declared dead and there's a drowning, the student who's currently being held would have another avenue, currently seeking to be released in a habeas corpus petition to say that, okay, if this is declared to be a drowning, then he should be able to come back to the United States. So there's a couple of different legal wranglings that can happen once that is formally declared deceased.
Yeah, I know that habeas corpus hearing is scheduled for today for this man who's the last to be seen with her. Again, to your point, he's not been named a suspect, but his attorneys have come forward and said, he's not been allowed to leave the hotel. He's under constant police supervision. So technically, he's not free. Is that normal, Misty?
So in the Dominican Republic,
they got to figure that out too. Rando Gal says, is the ocean private property or public lands? I thought it was public. Am I right about that? I thought that's a great question. Let me look that up. Is the ocean, I mean, shit, we just had somebody change the whole name of of the ocean. Of what is it? We went from what is it called? I forgot, man. We just did this whole thing where people are changing the names of oceans and stuff like that. So I'm kind of wondering about this. Is the ocean considered private or public property? What is the ocean considered? Now I'm kind of wondering. Hold up. Let's see what Google tells us. In most U.S. states, the area of the beach below the mean high tide line is considered public property, governed by the public trust doctrine, meaning it belongs to everyone for public use. Ah, okay. Typically, hey Sylvia, the Gulf of Mexico went to the Gulf of America, right? So there you go. You said, but if it's a resort, if there is a resort on it, the area is private. But up till when, though? Now I'm wondering. Listen, beaches can be private, but the waters are, this is true. The laws are a little bit different. Thank you. I feel like, didn't we change something? Something happened where things were changed. Beaches can be private. You cannot own the water. I don't know. My elderly uncle in Santa Fe told us that he has prostate cancer. Ooh, Tinkle. Well, if anybody knows a attorney in Santa Fe, Mexico, let me know. Let Tinkle Tits know. Tinkle Tits is also on Discord. So if anybody knows anybody, please contact Tinkle Tits under the same name. If you're a member, check out our Discord. You said nope, it's the Gulf of Mexico since it's conception. The resort can own all the way to the water line, but they cannot own the water. They cannot stop you from using the property as an easement. That's interesting. But like, who's out there measuring the water line? This is what I don't get. This is never thought about that. Maybe something that we should look into, right? When you're going to resorts and beaches.
Public, there's actually a 48-hour window for investigators to bring charges under the law. But similar to the laws we have in the United States, someone cannot be unlawfully detained. And detained has a specific legal meaning. And that legal meaning is, even if you're not technically under arrest, if a reasonable person would believe that they can't leave, then that qualifies as being detained. So in this particular case, his passport has been seized. He's being held at the hotel. He can't leave the country. Therefore, his lawyers are making the argument that technically he is being detained, and therefore it's either they bring charges or let him or release him as would any other individual. So I think what we see here is investigators really wanting to get down to the crux, get all the information that they can before this individual leaves the country. But that has to be balanced with those protections for those individuals, constitutional protections. So the law is a bit different in Dominican Republic, but it has parallels in the laws we have in the United States.
Wow.
And Misty, let me just point out too, this video that we're playing here to the right of the screen, this is that new surveillance footage that authorities there just released this week. It shows Konanki at a bar. Some people are debating if she's going over to this, pillar, if she's vomiting, if she's just bending over to pick something up. We don't really know yet. But then she goes off and hugs a friend. She's jumping up and down. She seems jovial. Does this new piece of footage help authorities at all in any new directions?
It certainly helps to put together and piece together that timeline. And there is one aspect here that is, of course, going to make it difficult to assess exactly what happened when she goes down to the beach. And that's that the footage ends at some point.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com.
Yeah, so is the Coast Guard even searching for the girl, says blank screen? Blank screen. Oh my God, blank screen. Shout out to blank screen. I'm laughing at your picture. I cannot. Don't that lady got court today, blank screen? Blank screen. I cannot with you, man. I cannot with you. I think that the embassy's working with them. I mean, they got the whole FBI over there, so they got somebody. But the Coast Guard would be a good question to ask. Like, why is the Coast Guard down there? That would be good to know. Paige, thank you so much for the $9.99, my love. Shout out to you. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate it. Now hold up. Sorry, blank screen. You took me out with that comment. Release don't mean innocent. There's such a thing as to recall to answer to charges, matter of cause, I suppose. That's a good question, Nebulous. Like, I wonder about this. Rabbit, he also stated that he got her to the shore in front of him. He is taller, so if he was in his knees, she would have been in to his calves. I don't know. It's like, well, in comparison to and from, who's taller, right? You said, I think this conversation of responsibility would be argued in court with evidence and not opinions. It would be interesting to see how it unfolds. Absolutely. 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 Hold up. Let me see. Oh, Amy, I'm so sorry that you're going through that. Thoughts and prayers to you as well. You said, if you have an agreement with the DR, then the Coast Guard could assist. See, this is if there's an agreement. Blank screen. I think that kind of answers the question, right? If there's an agreement, then the Coast Guard would assist. Well, they said they have the FBI down there. Huh, that's interesting. Where in the hotel? Marissa, in the hotel. He's being held in the hotel back and forth. What was I going to say? Yeah, in the hotels. He has like a officer at his door. That's what I think it's a good point to make. Like, what are we doing with this guy? Either you charge him or you don't. And now what if the family says, which it sounds like that's what they're saying, that's what the local news reported, that the family said that they wanted to declare her dead. Does any of that have to do or impact the investigation? I wonder about that too. You said that the FBI can only assist. They don't have any jurisdiction. This is interesting. It would make sense to have the Coast Guard down there, but I don't know if they are assisting. Let me see, actually. Is the Coast Guard assisting with okay, I typed your name. Yeah, they're involved. That's what the NBC News article is reporting. Hold up, let me show you guys. They're involved. The University of Pittsburgh student said, the University of Pittsburgh said it was in contact with Konanki's family and offering to support in the investigation. The Indian Embassy in the Dominican Republic is also helping with the investigation. So the U.S. Coast Guard is also involved. So that's good to know. They are involved. They're all, I guess, helping to a certain degree. I think so, right. Like, I would think that they would help too. So hopefully, I guess we'll get more clarity, as news is coming about this situation. Yeah. Let's talk about, oh man. Let's talk about, let me close out some of my windows because I have so many windows open. So let's talk about Diddy real quick and Kanye West. Oh my goodness, y'all. I'm trying to figure this out situation. I didn't think that Diddy and Kanye were like, because I can't keep up with this. I can't keep up. First of all, I can't keep up with Kanye. Hey, Sylvia, how are you, my love? I can't keep up with Kanye. Okay. So Diddy encourages Kanye to get back to music and smiling again. I guess this was released to the public yesterday and everybody was talking about it. I had already gone live, so I wasn't going to go live on again, but let's see this.
You know what I'm saying? It's wicked. So you be careful.
Yeah.
We can't do nothing if they, you know what I'm saying? I need you out there, you feel me?
Yeah. I hear you. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And have some fucking fun.
Yeah.
Not having no fun and then get behind the mic, have some fun, chop up them samples, get back on your hit band, vibe,
Yeah.
have some fun, get back to smiling.
Yeah.
These other motherfuckers, they'll waste your time, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
Waste your motherfucking time, you know what I'm saying? So put that love in your heart, man, and enjoy yourself, man. When I get out there, man, I'm gonna see you tear down the stadiums. I need to see you back on that stage and actually rapping and performing and everything. I be dreaming of that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's time. It's time for me to just grab the mic and get back on. It's like I love music again.
Tell you the real from the front line. You know what I'm saying? It's wicked.
All right. There was a time when it's just like everything was so frustrating. I can't explain it, but
jump into your bag, man. Jump into your bag. We're gonna have years and decades to fight these motherfuckers. Right now, enjoy your life. It's just coming from me, from God to you.
Right.
Enjoy your life. Fall back in love, like when you was making the beats in the shop, and coming up to Daddy's house and motherfucking rock studio, and just chop them shits up. Bring that SB 1200 out, nigga, the MPC. And have a good time and say f the world and all the bullshit, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man. So I love you, man. I appreciate you. And thanks again. And I'm gonna see you soon, man.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's how it's gonna be. You gonna definitely beat this shit. Yeah.
Yes,
sir. And that's it.
That's it, and that's all, baby. But I'm gonna make sure I call you
It was a time when it's just like everything was.
back or something. It'd be good to hear your voice again.
Yeah.
Like 59 more days before trial, so I'll definitely be touching in to tap into your energy or something.
Yeah.
Play me some shit over the phone, give me some fucking life. This is fucking sad. I put daddy in jail. This is fucking sad as a motherfucker.
It's insane.
The devil is a liar.
Yeah.
Word up, B.
Coming out though.
Yeah, man, but I love you once again, man. I'm gonna let y'all go and get back to some fun, man. I don't want to bring your vibration down.
Never.
Keep it in a high frequency, man. You keep doing everything you're doing, man. You got that fucking freedom. And when I get out and I get that fucking freedom, whew,
Right.
I'm not caring about nothing but motherfucking being happy. And I want you to feel that.
Yeah.
I want y'all to have that for yourselves, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. That's it.
Back or something. It'd be good to hear your voice again. So I know now.
Yeah.
I want to thank you so much for just taking care of my kids, man. Cause ain't nobody reach out to them. Ain't nobody call them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody. You know what I'm saying? That meant so much. You know what I'm saying? That you reached out to them and took them under your wing while I'm in this one. Man, and I appreciate you. Word up, man.
Yeah. Absolutely. I love you so much, man. It's like you raised me, even when I didn't know you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel the love, yeah, for real. I feel the love, for real. It means so much to me. This right here is crazy. You be careful out there because they definitely trying to end us, you feel me?
Yeah.
They can't do it. They can't do it and they ain't going to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going to beat this shit and get next to you.
Yeah.
We're going to raise our families and become the kings that we're supposed to be, you feel me?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
But words can't explain how much it means to me. You know, I know now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like being left for dead, B, and only one person coming to do anything to get you. And that's the level of appreciation that I have to you. But just like taking care of my son, that's some like next up big brother shit, B.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't have to do that. But taking my son and like damn near some of the big brother father figure to him means a lot, you know?
Man, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, they out there with no parent and shit, man. These people trying to rock me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And the way you are as a father, man, it's just like I look up to the relationship that y'all got. You know, just even.
Yeah.
I just always love the way the connection y'all had, or the connection you got.
Well, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, you helping to give them the love that they need. Just like it just means so much, bro. For real. When I see it in your face, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like being left for dead, B, and only one person coming to do anything to get you. And that's the level of appreciation that I have to you. But just like taking care of my son, that's some like be able to hug you and thank you and show you for the rest of your life how much you appreciate it and always be there for you.
Man, thank you, man. Thank you. But I just feel like as a community, like we got to take the responsibility to, you know, just for us, just all us. It's like we a family. Everybody has been taken in by this fame, media, music, everything. Go Doug.
Yeah, I thought we was all family, man. I really thought that, you know what I'm saying? Right now, you're the only family I got. You're the only family I see. You feel me?
Yeah.
I always spoke up for everybody, you know. And, you know, I ain't bitter or nothing. I'm just telling you how it is because you're the only one, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're the only one that came to get me, that's all I can do is say, like, damn, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every time everybody try to attack us, I'm always riding. And you're the only person that be able to hug you and thank you and show you for the rest of your life how much you appreciate it and always be there for you.
Man, thank you, man. Thank you. But I just feel like as a community, like.
And I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. I just felt that energy. It's like something was channeling through me. You know how it be when I like get in that mode and it's like, you gotta do it.
Yeah. Jump into your bag and thanks for the Sean John look too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Absolutely. We gotta keep that going. When I got my website, it's ready. They gave it back to me actually.
And I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. I just felt that energy. It's like something was channeling through me. You know how it be when I like get in that mode, and it's like.
I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's it. So they had a call. I don't know what to say. Diddy says, fuck the haters and get back on stage, supports Kanye and new jail call. Well, so Sean Diddy Combs showered Kanye with support in a leaked call from jail after Ye released a controversial song that apparently includes vocals from Ye's 11-year-old daughter, North, and Combs. Check out the audio obtained by the Shade Room. Shout out to the Shade Room because they got this audio. Diddy is advising his longtime pal to get back on stage and tear down the stadium as the disgraced music mogul sits behind bars at a Brooklyn Metropolitan Detention Center where he's awaiting trial on charges of racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Let me say something. For the person that was trying to fake a Diddy call, you notice how Diddy sounds on this call versus that fake Diddy call that went viral, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 months ago. Notice how he's not talking about pizza in this call. Notice how there is no code switching because he hasn't been behind bars that long to even know what code switching would be. Notice how, pick up on this and how he's talking to Ye and all this other stuff. So keep that in mind. The other call was a fake. Note that. Y'all notice that? Notice that? Notice that. Look, Kanye West and Diddy historically have had a very interesting relationship. I have seen Kanye throw shade at Diddy for quite some time. And then he kind of goes back and forth. I mean, they have a relationship that's a little bit different. Notice how Diddy wouldn't shut up. Yeah, notice how Diddy was very talkative. Did Diddy know that this call was going to get leaked? I kind of wonder about that too. But that's just my thought on that. They're looking out for each other. I don't know what to make of it. This sounded legit and desperate. I mean, it sounds like he is, in a situation and he feels like he's going to beat this case and then he's going to come back and Kanye will probably be right behind him as well as many others. I mean, if that is what happens, I don't know. I'm kind of curious to know how this is going to go. Now, please note that the trial, I believe, it's still, has it been pushed back a little bit? It's still in May, but I think it's been pushed back at least a couple weeks in May. But yeah, I mean, that's what they're doing. So seemingly referring to his criminal case, Diddy tells Ye that this shit is sick and warns him to be careful before returning to the main topic of the conversation, which is touring. Diddy encourages Ye to get behind the mic and have some fun and chop up them samples and get back on the Hitman vibe. Have some fun and get back to smiling. And then Diddy also seemingly takes a dig at Kanye's ex, Kim Kardashian. Other people once close to him. Fuck these motherfuckers. I wonder, wasn't it Khloe who went to a Diddy party? The Kardashians went to a couple of Diddy parties. Okay, thank you, Vicky. It was pushed back for like a week, right? Something to that effect. Hey, man. This is America. Support whoever the hell you want to. If you want swastikas on your webpage, on your album covered, I guess that's something that you can do. Will it be supported by some of us? Probably not. I know I won't. But that's my thought on that. May 12th is a new... Yeah, because it wasn't it like Cinco de Mayo or something like that? It was Cinco de Mayo. Right, Vicky? Pretty sure. But... the thing about Kanye West is, and we've said this before, he does this. Y'all said nope. No. Kanye West does this shit to get attention. Like, he cannot not have attention. He will do everything for attention. I think Kanye is the ultimate troll. Okay? Diddy and Kanye have the same enemies now, right? Isn't that called like a mad bitch link up, right? When you don't really like each other, but you will still link up with each other because y'all are mad bitches. Mad bitch link up. This would be the definition of that, right? Let me know, just isn't that the definition of that? That's a mad bitch link up. When you guys don't really like each other, like you don't really like each other, but you don't hate each other, but you got the same enemies. So then you decide, well, fuck this shit. I'm about to just link up and, torch the place down. That would be the definition of a mad bitch link up. Pretty sure. Yeah, see, I knew I was onto it. They're frenemies. That would be a mad bitch. So they did a mad bitch link up. You gotta love that. Shout out to them. See, men can do mad bitch link ups too. Frenemies. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's what. Oh my God. You guys are so funny. That's an example of that. Classic example of that. Okay. Oh man, let's talk about a clown on a horse. I cannot, man. I'm sorry, you guys. For me, Busby is just like, I don't know what else to expect from Busby. Let me pull this guy up real quick. I don't know, man. I am so over Busby. Okay, are we done? Yeah. Crazy recognize crazy. Oh, come on now, Vicky. That's not what we say. It's not politically correct to say just crazy. You just say, yeah, like they whatever. We gonna use that for now. Shout out to Vicky. Someone's at the door. Be right back. Well, shout out to you. Oh my goodness. Let's talk about this guy right here. So while a lot of shit is happening on social media, right? He's over here posting pictures. By the way, the horse is gorgeous. I don't blame the horse. I blame the rider. The guy's got full-on shorts riding on the horse is beautiful, okay? It's just beautiful. But just to let you guys know what is going on with this situation right here. So Tony Busby has Tony Busby has withdrawn as an attorney in a lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs after the judge ordered him to explain why he didn't disclose that he's not admitted to practice in SDNY federal court. Notice filed tonight, which would have been yesterday, just before the deadline. Let's read about this notice. Listen. You love it. Beautiful horse, right? Isn't it beautiful? But I don't know what to expect of this. Hamburger and French fries short of a Happy Meal. Thank you. Stupid is, stupid does. Thank you. I cannot, man. I had to post that picture because I was on Instagram. I get, like there's certain people that I follow, him being one of them, because I have to keep up with cases and stuff like that. And when he like this dropped yesterday, right? This filing. And then at the same time, I get a notification that Busby's on a horse and he's riding off to the sunset in his ranch. And I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. I cannot. Like, he just acts like he's so unbothered. I will say the horse is super gorgeous, right? You said Busby out here taking thirst trap pictures. Listen, he definitely, he got them short shorts on that horse without a care in the world. I'm so embarrassed for the horse. Look at his face. Oh my God. The most successful lawyer in America, by the way. That needs to be, this picture right here needs to be like on his tagline. All right. Well, listen, while Kanye and Diddy are mad bitch linking up, we have Busby on a horse. Okay. Let's read this legal filing right here because this is in fucking insane. Like, you can't, like, listen, when there is more drama with the filings, you can't make this up. You can't, I don't know. It's like, why keep up with reality TV when all of this is playing out right in front of you guys? All of it. There's no point. Okay. So, in the letter reads, dun, dun, dun. Let's go into the letter. So this is to the judge. I write in response to your order dated March 11th, 2025, requesting further information on my admission status to the Southern District of New York. I made an error in judgment by failing to inform you that I was not admitted to the Southern District. I now seek to remedy this error by withdrawing my representation of the plaintiff in this matter pending the resolution of my admission to this court. As an attorney in good standing of the New York State Bar, the Texas State Bar, and your sister district, the Bar for Eastern District of the State of New York, I believe I am qualified and should be precluded. It should not be precluded, from representing the plaintiff in this action. At this time, however, my admission status has become a distraction that has shifted the focus of the matter away from where it should be, which is securing justice for the plaintiff. Plaintiff will continue to be represented by remaining counsel of the record for Chris Law as I sort these issues out. So, what does this mean for the other cases? I don't know. Listen, Busby needs to see about a man and a horse. That's what he needs to see. That is what's going on. This is the new profile pic for Busby. It's something. Save the horse and ride a cowboy. In 2025, you're supposed to roll in and sit your behind down and not touch anything. But here you're giving us thirst trap pics from Busby. And he's trying to be the voice for Sean Combs. What else is coming? I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, guys, cancel your. I'm sure people don't even have cable anymore at this point. You have to cancel your cable television because you got all this shit playing out in the court, and it's literally seeming like a reality TV show. Never did I think I would see the day where you have Kanye West giving advice and Diddy taking advice. And Kanye taking advice from Diddy and consoling and licking each other's wounds. I don't know about that. Then you have Busby on a fucking horse. I would be frustrated if I was the judge of any of this. I'd be like, what the hell is going on with the world? 2025 is something else. I stand corrected when the Fox comes out. And I just can't. I can't. Look at I don't know. I thought 2024 was on fire. 2025, literally, you can't make this shit up. You literally have Kanye West and Diddy on the phone, and they're giving each other advice, licking each other's wounds. And then you got Busby on a fucking horse while he's admitting to not being part of the bar and whatever the hell he did on that paper. I just can't, man. Delete Tubi from your TVs, people. This is better. You just have to catch up. You can't make this shit up. I don't know what else to say. You can't. All right. Then you have these YouTubers like myself and others. We just reacting to this. And we're just like, is this real life? This can't be real life. This can't. No way. There's no way. It didn't happen. No, like I didn't just wake up and then this happened. I don't know what to say. I'm in shock. But hey, this screenplay couldn't be optioned. Literally. I don't know what else to say. So that is that, guys. Pineapple Head has a lot of work ahead of him. Shout out to Pineapple Head. All right, that's what I have to say about that. Yeah, we've unlocked a couple characters. Pineapple Head was definitely one of them. That's what I have to say about that. I don't know. I think they are playing with us. Literally. Hey, Eric, how are you? You can't make this shit up. You said, why we call him Pineapple Head again? I don't know. I forgot. Why did we call him Pineapple Head? And Pineapple Head is the guy with the glasses, guys. I think I couldn't think of a name, and I just said this Pineapple Head guy. It just kind of it came ashamed of me. Pineapple Head is the guy with the glasses. There was a live that I did, and I was like going off, and I said, this Pineapple Head guy, and then we just kind of took off. It took a life of its own. New character unlock in 2025, Pineapple Head. Yeah, Pineapple Head is with Jay-Z. We need new names for these people. That's what I see. No, Spiro is not Pineapple Head. Pineapple Head was the investigator. That's right, Pineapple Head, because last year Plus has been living like a pineapple under the sea until unrealistic insanity. Oh my God. Yeah, I said this. I think I said he looked like a pineapple head. I don't know why. I don't know. It just happened, guys. It just came naturally. I can't explain it. You can't explain when shit just happens organically. It just happens. I don't know. All right, guys. I gotta go. Okay. Listen, stay safe. I feel like 2025 has been like the lunar eclipse of it's been the ongoing lunar eclipse. You know what they say in Mexico? If there's a lunar eclipse outside, you can't be looking up, right? And you got to make sure you wear like red underwear or some shit like that because stuff happens. You just listen, wear your red underwear, whatever you have, get your little clover on. Just be careful because 2025 is literally off the chain. That's what I have to say about that. I will see you guys on the next one. Hit the like button. And let me shout out some people, though, that supported today. Thank you guys so much. Great gig. Thank you for becoming a member. Of course, Kiva. Shout out to Kiva. Come get this commentary. Make sure you guys check out her channel. 32 months, my love. I love you very much, Kiva. Thank you for being a day one. Iron Rabbit, you're in my prayers. Shout out to you. Reach out if you need anything. Thinking about you. And thank you again, Iron Rabbit, for supporting. Mar, shout out to Mar. Thank you so much, my love. The Duck. Thank you, Tinkle Tits, my wonderful mod. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Mar, thank you again. Thank you. Cheekies, thank you. Paige, thank you. Linzer, member for 5 months. I'm glad that I checked this before I went off. Thank you again for supporting my channel. I appreciate you guys so much. Y'all are amazing. I will see you guys on the next one. Hit the like button. Bye, guys. Oh, man. Bye, guys.